शासनपति श्रवण भगवान महावीर स्वामी ने भावपूर्वक वंदन. असीम उपकारी राष्ट्रसन परम गुरुदेव आप श्रीना श्री चरणों में भावपूर्वक वंदन. सर्वरत्नादिक मुनि भगवंतों ना श्री चरणों में भावपूर्वक वंदन. Parvadhiraj Paryushan Mahaparva. And from children to elders, there is a sense of joy and enthusiasm. I'm sure many of your friends, non-Jain friends, colleagues or neighbors must have asked you that what is Paryushan? What do you do in Paryushan? What will you say? In Paryushan, there are 8 days. And in those 8 days, many people do tapasya by doing fasting. Only water, nothing else they take, and then they do fasting, which is called upvas. Some people do 8 days of fasting. Some of the people are doing 11 days, 16 days, and many of the people are doing 30 days of fasting. People in those 8 days go to spiritual centers like Upashray or Derasar. They do all the religious activities. They listen to the discourse from Jain ascetics, Maharaj Sahib and Masatijis. Many of the people, they follow so many food restrictions, like they do not consume to green leafy vegetables. They do not eat or do not drink after sunset. People refrain from going to hotels, movies, shopping, outing, and live a very minimalistic life. People try to remember their mistakes, reflect on their past, and seek forgiveness for whatever wrong they have done. So, in this way, 8 days of Paryushan are celebrated. By listening to all this, people would have got a question that is this really a festival? And honestly, this is a very fair question. Because most of the festivals are about delicious food. There is colorful decoration, there is music, there is shopping, social gathering. But Paryushan is completely opposite to it. Paryushan is not a festival that entertains our senses. But Paryushan, then you will say, what is Paryushan for? If someone will ask that, what do you get by following all these things in Paryushan? What will you say? I have personally asked this question to many of the youngsters. Many of them are saying that, Maharaj Sahib, our family is following Paryushan for years and years, and this is what we have seen from the childhood, and so we follow all these things in Paryushan. Is it the right answer? Some of them say that, Maharaj Sahib, it is mentioned in our scriptures, and Bhagwan Mahavir Swami has told that we should follow Paryushan in this manner, these 8 days in this manner, and so we are doing. Do you think, is it a satisfactory answer? No. Many a times Gurudev say a story that a man was appointed, this is the time of 1970s, a man was appointed on a railway platform for doing a task that whenever a train used to come on the platform, he has to go near the engine. He should have a hammer in his hand. The station master on the first day taught him that go to the engine, have a hammer in your hand, bang the hammer on the wheel of the engine, bang it, say it is okay, and tell the driver you can go. The man learnt it. Whenever the train used to come, 4 or 5 trains used to come on the platform, on the station, because it was a small village. So every time when the train was coming, he used to go, he used to bang the hammer, say okay, and tell the driver, you can go. So years by years passed down. Almost 25 years went after that. He was doing it with very punctuality, completely with full discipline. He was doing it. No mistake was coming. And one fine day, when he was getting retired, there was a farewell party, and all the staff from different railway stations had come together to wish him the farewell. The station master appreciated him. He asked this person that, do you want to say something? Because so many people have come. Do you want to say something? The person said, I don't want to say something, but I want to ask something. Station master said, okay. The person asked that, I want to ask that on the first day you taught me to have a hammer, bang the wheel, say okay, and tell the driver to go. But why did you teach me? Why did you tell me to do all these things? Till today, I am not knowing that why have you told me to do this? Now, how will you feel this person about? Do you think he is intelligent? No. Why? Because he was doing it for so many years. The question which he should ask on the first day, he is asking on the last day. Similarly, for years and years and years and years, we are following Paryushan. But if someone asks us that what is the result of Paryushan, we say we don't know what is the result of Paryushan. We are following Paryushan, but we don't know why we have to do all these things in Paryushan. Jainism says the biggest gift of Paryushan is peace. What is the biggest gift of Paryushan? The result of Paryushan and the biggest gift of Paryushan is peace. Peace of mind. You know what is peace? Peace is such a state of inner calmness where our thoughts, our emotions are balanced. A state where there is no stress, no tension, no overthinking. Our mind is clear and light. In today's fast world, peace is something which is very rare. You know, have you experienced peace? I am asking you, have you experienced peace? Okay, let's experience peace in this session. Everyone, close your eyes. Don't open your eyes till I ask you to open it. You have to see what is happening in your mind. Just close your eyes. I will tell you when you have to open your eyes. Now, an audio will be played from here, and you just have to see what is happening in your mind. Audio. Okay. Now open your eyes. What did you feel? Peace or noise? This was the very regular noise which we listen every day in our day-to-day life. Was it peaceful or it was noisy? Yes, it was noisy. So, this was not peace. When there is noise around us, there is no peace. And that is why, to experience peace, again, close your eyes. You just have to listen it and just have to experience what is happening in your mind. I will chant Om for 3 to 5 times, and you just have to experience what is happening in your mind. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Now, what did you experience? Your mind became calm. And that is why, when all the noise stops, we can experience peace. In the mountain of Girnar, where Gurudev's Chaturmas is happening, there is forest all around. There is no traffic. There is no noise. And when you sit quietly, you can feel peace. Peace is very essential part of our life. If we look at our physical metabolism, it helps in releasing enzymes and hormones. Medical science has proved that if we are at peace, then our hormonal system works properly. But if our mind is disturbed, the hormonal system is also disturbed, and which affects our health. So, a person who lives in a peaceful atmosphere, his health is much better than the person who is continuously exposed to various types of noises. If we are at peace, then we can take effective decisions. You might have experienced that many of the people who want to take important decisions, they either take it late night or they wake up early, and in the early morning where there is no noise, everything is calm and quiet, it is peace around, people like to take decisions in early morning. Why? Because when there is peace, our mind is calm. When our mind is calm, it is more focused and it can take effective decisions. So, peace helps in taking effective decisions. If we are peaceful, our mind is calm, we are less reactive. And because we are less reactive, this strengthens our relations. A peaceful person has less fights compared to the person who is in stress or who is in frustration. You see, many of the people become angry when they are in stress, when they are in frustration. And this spoils their relation. And that is why peace helps in strengthening our relations. Fourth, when somebody wants to enhance the spirituality, peace helps in enhancing the spirituality. A quiet mind can easily connect to inner self. And that is why when somebody wants to concentrate, if it is a noisy atmosphere, the person will not be able to concentrate. So peace helps in concentration. So whether you are a student who is studying, whether you are a businessman who wants to take important decisions, or you are a senior citizen who is in the last phase of his life, everyone wants peace to progress and increase productivity. So, in this session, we will try to understand that how to achieve peace. And in the days of Paryushan, what we can do to enhance our peace. Firstly, we have to understand that why we are not able to experience peace. The biggest problem in our life is that there is no pause. You check every day morning when you wake up, when your alarm rings, you are already late. Why? Because there are 20 WhatsApp messages, there are 5 missed calls, there are 3 deadlines and reminders, so you are continuously running. You are late. When you are having a breakfast, you are seeing your messages, you are replying to your emails, you are planning your meetings. People don't know that what they ate. How much they ate, they don't know. They are continuously busy. And see, when somebody is driving, he is thinking. When somebody is in meeting, he is scrolling social media. So, the mind is completely occupied. There is no pause. One after the other, one after the other, there is some activity which is going on 24 by 7. And also, when people are in sleep, when people try to sleep, their mind is continuously occupied. Mind is continuously busy thinking from one thing to another. And that is why there is no pause. We can understand this with a simple example that if you buy a new car, a very expensive car, you love it, but you don't switch it off. The car is continuously running, the engine is continuously on day and night, and if the engine is on and the car is continuously moving around, what will happen? Even the most expensive car, it will heat up, it will slow down, it will start making noise, and finally, there is a breakdown. Similarly happens with our mind. It is running 24 by 7, it keeps on thinking, it keeps on worrying, it keeps on analyzing. Even in sleep, our mind is working. And so, as a result of this, our mind gets exhausted. There is lot of stress, and so we become short-tempered. As there is no pause, there is no peace. If we keep taking pauses in between, we can achieve peace. So, the first problem is that in our life, there is no pause. And as there is no pause, there is no peace. Second problem is that our mind is continuously overloaded. It is very heavy. Once, a physics teacher entered the class and told his students, he showed them a paper coffee cup. You know, a simple paper coffee cup. He showed the students a paper coffee cup and asked them that, tell me, how heavy is this cup? Teacher asked the students that how heavy is this paper coffee cup? What will the students answer? Someone said 5 grams. Someone stood up and said 10 grams. Someone said, no, no, no. It is just 2 grams. Everybody started giving answers. The teacher said, I have not asked you that what is the weight of paper coffee cup. I have asked you that how heavy it is. Students started thinking that what answer the teacher is expecting. The teacher said, weight is different and heaviness is different. Weight remains the same, but heaviness changes according to how longer you hold this glass. If you hold this glass for a minute, it is very light. Obviously, it is very light. If you hold it for an hour, your hand, you will feel the heaviness and there will be pain in your hand. And if you hold the glass for the whole day, your arm will become numb. Similarly, our emotions, our guilts, our grudges are like the paper cup. The more we hold it, the more heavier we feel in our life. If we drop all these things, instantly we will feel the lightness. So, it is not the tension, it is not the stress, it is not the insult, it is not the grudges that makes our mind heavy, but the longer we hold it, the longer it becomes heavier. And that is why, first thing, there is no pause, and second, our mind is very heavy, and that is why we are not able to experience peace. So, Jainism is a way of living. Jainism is a way of living, and it teaches us a very beautiful and simple practice, how to pause and how to reduce the load. Do you know what is the name of the process? The process is very simple its name, it is called Samaik. Many of you might have heard this word, Samaik. You know what is Samaik? 48 minutes of stillness in body, speech, and mind is called Samaik. Experiencing a state of emptiness, doing nothing, is called Samaik. You know, this is very similar to what we experience when we sleep. When we are in deep sleep, our mind gets completely empty. And that is why when we wake up in the morning, we feel refreshed. We feel energetic. Because our mind has experienced the empty state. And so, in Samaik, we are experiencing the same empty state with full awareness. You know, your phone has a mode which is called airplane mode. What does it do? It disconnects the phone with the outer world, but you can do whatever you want in the phone. One is switch off and one is airplane mode. In switch off, the phone is completely closed. So when we sleep, it is like a switch off. But in Samaik, we are disconnected from the outer world, but we can do whatever right we want to do in our life. And that is, so Samaik is similar to the airplane mode. Stop all your activities, get out of all your worries, leave all things aside, sit for 48 minutes and be with your own self. That is called Samaik. Samaik. It's a very simple process where a person, the first step of Samaik is taking a resolution. The person decides that for 48 minutes, no matter what happens, I will not get up. I will not respond. I will not participate in the worldly activities. I will be completely aligned in connecting with my own self. And that is why the first step is taking a resolution. Take a vow of Samaik that for 48 minutes I will refrain from all the worldly activities. It is called Savajya Jog Pachkhan. I renounce from all the sinful activities of body, mind and speech for next 48 minutes. The second step is disconnecting from the outer world. You know, we all experience the outer world with our senses, with all our five senses. We see, we hear, we smell, we taste, we touch. And in this way, we are connected constantly with the outer world. So, the second step of Samaik is close your senses and disconnect from the outer world. When we disconnect from the outer world, we can easily go inside in the inner world. So, the second step, slowly withdraw yourself from outside and gently close your senses. Third step, and very important step in experiencing the state of emptiness. This third step has three processes. First is Thaninam, second is Monenam, and third is Zanenam. Have you heard about these words? Yes, many of you might have heard Thaninam, Monenam, and Zanenam. But these are not the ancient words. These are the timeless methods to quiet the body, calm the mind, and awaken the soul. Let's understand all these processes one by one. Thaninam. Thaninam means physical stillness. No movement of body. It is called sthirta. Sthirta means to become still. Still. So the body, your body, no movement of the body. The first gateway to calm your mind is still your body. When the body movement stops, the mind begins to settle. So, sit comfortably, sit in a still position, whichever position you are comfortable in, and no movement. You can start practicing this with 10 minutes, then keep on adding 5 minutes, and slowly you can achieve 48 minutes of stillness of body. Second process is Modenam. Modenam means silence of speech and thoughts. Many times it happens that people don't speak from outside, but inside they are continuously talking. There is inner talks. And so, silencing the inner talks is called Maun, which is called, the second process is Modenam. We become quiet, not externally, but also internally. And the third step is called Zanenam. Zanenam means one pointed concentration of mind. It is called Ekagrata. Once the body is still, the inner noise is silent, now comes the time when you should concentrate your mind. Jainism says that you cannot stop your mind, but you can anchor your mind to one particular thing. And that is why in Samayik, in the third process, we use our breath or a mantra or a positive subject to anchor our mind. Once you start doing this, in some time your mind will start wandering in the thoughts. Again, bring your mind back to the breath, seeing your breath or a mantra. Again, your mind will go in the thoughts. Again, bring it back. So by to and fro, your mind will start learning to concentrate on breath or on mantra, and this is called Zanenam. So the three process, Thanenam, Modenam and Zanenam. So as you will practice this process of Samayik, you will get a pause from the outer world. And when you get a pause from the outer world, when all these three, body, speech and mind will align, what will happen? You will experience the emptiness. And in that state of emptiness, you will experience the peace. So, Paryushan is the festival to get a pause and experience the peace in your life. So, what is Paryushan? Paryushan is the pause that powers your life. It is not a festival of doing, it is the festival of undoing. Undoing your stress, undoing your judgments, undoing your emotional knots, and coming back to the original state of peace. So, this Paryushan, take a pause and experience peace.